Welcome, everyone, to our fourth and final virtual event for 2025. Today's event will focus on holiday gifting and packaging. For us, there's only about 45 days until Christmas. Once November 27th hits, all hell breaks loose. Today's goal for us is to inspire our viewers to think about end of year gift giving and act now. Starting the planning process now gives you so much more flexibility and control over the item and how it gets delivered. So after the 27th, we normally snap into more of a reactive mode to help our last minute shoppers pull off miracles. Don't get me wrong, we want and we love that business. Making decisions now will ensure available inventory and smooth and affordable delivery options. Your Shamrock sales director is here as your little helper to make gift giving easy. We've lined up some amazing industry experts to join us today, and each are bringing fresh ideas and proven solutions to make gift giving memorable. But before we jump in, a couple of house cleaning issues, if I may. Chatting. We want this to be incredibly interactive, so please use the chat feature throughout the event. We love your feedback on the products that you see today. Send questions. Simply tell us what you like and you don't like. Maybe even it's about today's topic. Please use the chat. Prizes. That's right. Chatting earns you prizes and a chance to win. Our top chatters will be entered into a drawing for some amazing prizes, some of which you'll actually see today. Sound good? All right, let's get this rolling. I'm going to bring up our first guest. This is David Miller. David Miller is president of Chocolate Inn. Welcome, David. Please give us a little background on Chocolate Inn.
Very good. Tim, I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with your client base. We have been a preferred partner of Shamrock's for a number of years. We are one of the largest privately held food manufacturers in the country. And right now we are very focused on holiday. Holiday, typically the number one given gift during the holiday time are food items. Why? So they could be shared. It's something people don't already have. And to that extent, we wanted to just run through with you, why it's beneficial for you to use a food gift and use Shamrock for that food gift as you enter the next few months. First of all, our production time is 5 to 10 days. Secondarily, we want to make sure that when you're looking at holiday, when you're looking at food, that Shamrock is the right person, the right company to partner with for these items. Because the bottom line is when you're giving a food gift to one of your customers, to one of your clients, you're not only saying, thank you for past business, you're saying, think of me next time an opportunity arises. And for that to happen, the gift needs to be impactful. You don't want it to be something generic. You want it to be something that is going to be memorable. And I'm going to go through somewhat of the deck right now, just to show you some of what we offer. These are some eco-friendly type of items that, again, 5 to 10 days production. We print all the film in-house. We manufacture all the chocolate in-house. We have about 10,000 different food SKUs that you can utilize. M&Ms, we are a partner of M&Ms. We offer M&Ms in different colors. So you could request a different vessel that actually is filled with M&Ms of colors that either depict your logo or the campaign that you're trying to utilize the product for, or any number of different uses. And M&M, of course, is a USA-made company. They manufacture in the US, and it's a very well-known premium brand. Cookies. We also bake. We're a bakery. We have all sorts of interactive type of kits that you can send to your customers. In this case, it's gingerbread cookies that, again, we bake in-house. We offer all sorts of decoration. What better than to send these kits to your clients, and not only will they be eating something sweet, but it's something that they can enjoy with their family. Different types of festive favorites. Again, we're manufacturing all of these in-house, and we focus on being the supplier of impactful gifts. So again, when your customer gets it, it's something memorable. The nonpareils that you see in green can be in pretty much any stock color. And again, we want to have you be able to send something to your customer that reminds them that you gave them this gift And again, so that's going to arise whenever they think of an opportunity that they could possibly utilize you for. Some of the different cookies that we bake in-house, whether they come with different toppings or they come with different fillings or different shapes, or even cookies that we print with edible ink. Some different assortments. This is always great because everybody has different preferences. And because of all the different items that we offer, we like to offer different types of gift boxes, different types of tins that really have an array of different types of food items. And you can select whatever food item you want. When you're reviewing with your Shamrock salesperson what you want, you can customize the offering however you would like. So it really represents the preferences that you feel will be best well received by your customer base. Some different new items that we're offering in this case. And again, we print all of our film in-house. We print all of our boxes in-house. We manufacture our boxes in-house. So that's another thing. If you're worried about inventory, if you're worried about out of stocks, that's another good reason to go to your Shamrock representative, your Shamrock salesperson, because we are a manufacturer. We're doing everything in-house. It helps them be able to be very inexpensive or very cost efficient when they're putting out a job for you. It also lends the fact from a quality and freshness perspective that you're getting everything made as soon as you place an order and not prior. You go into a retail store, who knows when that's made? I know a lot of the manufacturers from a food perspective, they'll send things out to Walmart. They'll send things out to Target. They'll send these out in the middle of the summer to be distributed to the different stores for the holiday time. So you're getting products that are not made within a few days of your order. Some of the different items, again, we print on the film, we print on the boxes, we manufacture the boxes, all these different items. Not only you presenting or providing something that is very attractive from the food and tastes great from the food perspective, but also it's very decorative and it's very retail looking from the packaging perspective. And again, everything has your logo on it. So this way, obviously, it's personalized and makes much more of an impact. Some different assortments. In this case, we have some different industry specific chocolate shapes. So, not only you're putting your logo on the packaging, but let's say if you're a real estate company, residential real estate, you could have little chocolate houses going in the box, which again, really accentuates the industry that you're in, really accentuate that this is a personalized gift from you, and again, makes it more memorable. Some different holiday type of items that, again, we manufacture in-house. Not to beat a dead horse, but again, we print the film in-house. They can be compostable, eco-friendly film or just your standard film, same with the boxes. Some different assortments. Not only can you get a food gift, but you could couple it with either a mug or a bag or something to really make it gifty. And this way there's a lead behind as well. So not only can you get, some sort of food item, but again, coupled with some sort of bag or some sort of food or some sort of drinkware. Kits, we're very big on kits. We print the kits, they're self-mailers. We offer complete fulfillment in-house. So your Shamrock salesperson wants to make things as easy as possible for you. What does that mean? Send them a spreadsheet with a list of all the recipients that you want the gift to go to, and we'll just ship it for you, to those recipients. You'll get a list of the tracking numbers. We like to make everything as easy as possible. And again, customization is our name. If you like something but you want to change something out because it's too costly, it's not costly enough, you have other preferences, just tell your Shamrock salesperson exactly what you want in there, and that's what we'll do. Our number one selling item year after year is custom, because we like to be able to provide to you exactly what you envision. Some other different kits, again, these are self-mailers. You can print on the lid of the box, you're printing on the inside of the mailer. You have a combination of food with possible blankets or mugs or hats. And again, everything has your logo on it. So it's really accentuating your logo. It's really making it impactful. It's really making it memorable. And again, these type of food gifts can be shared. shareable gifts. Again, these are some new items. It has a lot of different foods in there. And just like M&Ms, we have exclusivity in the channel of gifting with Lint, with Godiva, with Jelly Belly. So we are the only ones that can provide, personalized type of gifts of those very well-known premium brands. And that's the presentation.
That's awesome, David. Appreciate that. I think my waistline would be 6 inches wider if I actually worked at your organization. So again, I know that obviously the food category is huge for holiday. Can you give us some insight of just how big that industry is? And I just know that we're not tapping into it like we should be.
Sure. Right now, I know that for the holidays, the number one given business gift, year over year, it is food. What that equates to from a dollar perspective, it's certainly in the tens of billions. And the problem is, like I mentioned, not the problem, but what happens is a lot of your clients, that you offer so many different things, you're so diverse in your offerings, Tim, that a lot of them, they'll see something on from a direct B2B vendor, or they'll just go to the store down the block. And, your sales team can easily provide something that not only is cost comparable, but is going to make more of an impact, is going to be fresher, and is going to really make a much better impression on their client.
That's awesome. Like I said, truth be told, our clients don't think of the print, swag, creative fulfillment guy or gal when it comes to this type of category. So we appreciate you being here today and obviously bringing this to the forefront and teaching our customers that we can offer this to them. So a couple other questions, if I could. I said, how does the shipping work as it relates to warmer climates? We have some of our viewers are California and Texas and things like that. So if you can help us out on that, understand that, that would be great.
Very good. Well, it does get, as everyone knows, it does get colder as we go to the end of the year. You can do either two things. If you decide you want a chocolate product, there will need to be air shipping on those climates or those states where it is over 75 degrees. But that being said, we have an array of non-melt items, whether it be cookies or whether it be Jelly Belly or a number of other candies that can ship, fine to any type of climate and ship via ground.
That's awesome. Well, hey, David, really appreciate your participation today. Please hang out and jump into that chat and light it up for us and maybe answer some of the questions that might be relative to the presentation you just gave. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Okay, our next co-host is Tyler Dunn. Tyler is a territory manager for Hit Promotional Products. Tyler, welcome. Please tell us a little bit about Hit Promotional Products.
Yeah. Well, first, I think I'm frozen on the screen there.
That's okay.
I am
we can
here.
hear you. It's all good. You're still looking good, buddy. You're still looking good.
Yeah. So, I've been with Hit for about 15 years now. We're one of the largest manufacturers of hard goods in the United States. We have 3 locations across the country: Ohio, Florida, and Wisconsin. So, those 3 facilities, we're able to produce a lot of items quickly. So we also currently have 50 name brands within our line, adding more probably weekly, daily, maybe at this point. So a lot of good brands to pull from for this holiday season. I can get the slide. I'm gonna go camera off, camera on, see if that is real quick. So I'm gonna go through the slide here.
Can you use your mouse and just forward that? Can you move that?
Yeah, well.
Let me see if I can do it. The beauty of live television, you guys.
Yeah.
How about that? I'll steer for you, my brother. I'll steer for you.
It was working earlier, yeah.
Okay. Can you see it?
I can't see it, no.
Okay.
I can hear you and I can see you fine, but I can't.
Okay, so let me just see here. Why don't we do this? Let's see if we can bring Andy up, and then maybe Ellen can help you sort that out. Let's try that.
Okay.
Again, you guys, the beauty of live television here. This is fantastic. So we'll move and groove on this thing. There we go. There's Andy.
I was in hair and makeup. I wasn't ready.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, hey, listen, this is Andy Griffin. I was going to say Andy Griffith, like he's straight from Mayberry, but seriously, Andy is the managing partner for Keepsake. And now that we're seeing some of these perfect gifts that we're going to be wanting to get for our clients, now what we're going to do is we're going to hand it over to Andy, and he's going to show us how to package it. So, welcome, Andy, and tell us a little bit about Keepsake and your capabilities.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. I appreciate being on here with all your clients, and you have a wonderful company there and a bunch of awesome sales reps. So we're privileged to be working with you guys. Yeah, packaging. Let's talk packaging. I mean, it's the holiday season. This is it, right? This is the big push for us. It's funny because packaging goes so far beyond just the holiday giving, right? Like, we're in a world after COVID, thanks to COVID, however you want to put it. We find ourselves marketing to folks at their kitchen tables, right? Like, I mean, that's all that packaging is all about now for at least the promo world, or it should be every world, advertising, marketing. And so it plays a big part. What basically packaging does is help you, the customer, elevate your brand, right? In other words, you're out there, you want to give a gift, you want to have a promotional product. Packaging has become such a huge part in that. And it literally, as I always put it, I might be biased, but it's the number one packaging, number one promo item that's out there, right? Because it tells a story, right? Packaging actually takes the brand and it helps with, present. It's not just protection. It basically tells its emotion, its presentation, its marketing, all wrapped into one, right? So it becomes, really big. And I wanted to I don't do PowerPoints really well. I'm from New Jersey and I'm Irish, so I like to talk and show things off. But packaging, telling a story, right? So, here's a box for a company. You're taking the promo products. We're building custom inserts for this, right? People talk about, how many do I have to do? It has to be thousands. No, one is the minimum, right? Generally speaking, you're 25 to 50 to do it. We're helping you elevate your brand. We talk about it's the holiday season. So, it just doesn't have to be regular, you're giving a gift and you want to give somebody, maybe some alcohol, big, right? So here's a gift where, the box, awesome. The presentation, everything is being put together for you, right? So we don't sell any products. We specifically just do the presentation, just do the box itself. You could take our boxes, you dress them up with a little ribbon, it still looks good, right? I mean, this is what we want. It's funny. I have an aunt, Aunt Ginny. She was the one at Christmas that you wanted the gift from, right? She was the one that took the time, took the effort, made the pretty bow, made, the special, put a little spruce of pine on your package and dressed it up. And that's what we're trying to do here, right? We're trying to help you elevate your company and help you sort of bring that to your end client, whoever that may be, the influencers, a product launch, a new hire, right? By packaging, we're sort of saying, yeah, we care, right? We take the time. And not only that, we want our brand to look good. So how do we do that, right? We start doing things like making a sled for Christmas, right? Now, this is a box that's made, and we do it sort of, they wanted to have a sled as part of their thing. So you can do that, bring that in easily. Want to add some really high class touches or just different things, right? Have your box light up, right?
Wow.
So you can see that light up, have a mirror that's here, have the sound and the video that plays inside of it, right? So you could really bring up your box. Here's the coolest one ever. The company wanted to invite people to the Ryder Cup. It just passed, right? So how do we make a unique package for them, right? So they gave them the tickets and a nice envelope on top, of the box itself was the invite. You open up the box and the ball rolls down and goes in.
That is awesome.
And the crowd goes wild, right? So again, real easy to do. You could do one of these if you wanted to, right? It has to do with being a little creative, being designed, getting a little help. Your folks at Shamrock, your sales reps know exactly everything about packaging. They have us to sort of lean on, and we get on with them, and we'll be able to walk a client through and sort of be that agency, that creative agency that they're looking for. We do it every day. We do it day in and day out. Take it to a gold. You want to do gold? I just bring these out because I think they look neat, right? The whole entire gold look to it, like a gold bar. before we get to the holidays, we go to Halloween, right? So why not have a coffin box? Right, sort of got this thing. This was, I think, for the Corpse's Bride, some movie that was coming out. We sort of, I think it was like a DVD set. But just note some of the things that you can do.
Hey,
Advent
Andy,
calendar.
Andy, can I
Yeah.
ask a question? So what is the process? Like, how long does this take? I mean, so if I come to you, and obviously the holidays are coming up quickly, and if we're gonna engage your team,
Yep.
which I have,
Yep.
and I've done many projects. I mean, they're phenomenal. So
Yep.
what does that process look like?
Yeah. So if your goal line with the holidays specifically, right? With the goal, if your goal line is to get everything out by Thanksgiving, you're about at it almost right now, within a week or so, somewhere in there, maybe a week and a little bit. If it's by, within the Christmas holiday, like in other words, if you want it in December, you're starting sometime mid-November or so. But
Okay.
you really want packaging takes, I would say it takes about 16 days. I mean, the way we do it, we're going to send you exactly
Yes.
what you get, send you a comp. This is an advent calendar that we custom built. So your team picked out a whole bunch of different products for an end client, 12 of them in this case, and we're building a box that you're sort of lifting open the doors and seeing. I think this one has socks and perfume and such. So yeah, I would say timing wise, you're looking at about 15, 16 business days to get it done.
Okay.
Right?
That's awesome. And I do know that, obviously it's really important for us to send the assets to you so that they can fit in there properly. So again, that takes a little bit of extra time. And I think that's I should say a step that's really important to make sure that the box doesn't show up and it's too big or too small or whatever.
Yeah.
That's awesome though. And the industry overall, do you know how dollar-wise, how big it is for you guys?
You'd never take a guess.
30,
okay.
I'd say 2 billion.
So packaging globally is $1 trillion.
Wow.
Yeah, with a T. Okay, but packaging is such a large word, right? Luxury branded packaging, like we're offering here, is about $20 billion market right now. So so it's big, right? And like I said before, it's just, don't think of packaging as protection. Here's where you want to tell your story.
Yeah. Giving
somebody a mug is fantastic with your stuff on it, but why not take that opportunity to tell a little bit about your story, share your brands, about your company, share your brand, share your story. And that's what packaging is there to do, sort of make that wow impact. So you look like my Aunt Ginny.
Aunt Ginny. Always remember Aunt Ginny.
Aunt Ginny.
Hey, Andy, thank you so much. Great presentation. Please stick around. I can see that there's a lot of questions in there on the chat, so please feel free to jump in and answer any of those questions.
Will do.
We're going to try to get back over to Tyler, so let's try to give that a whirl and see how that all shakes out. There he is.
I think
all
we're
right,
better
he's back.
I went off, came back in, so sorry about that, guys.
The re-intro. This is Taylor Dunn. He is the territory manager for Hit Promotional Products. So I think you left off and you said that you guys are representing almost 50 brands that you're like brand name retail products that you guys are branding. So that's pretty cool. So we could take it from there.
Yeah. Yep. Well, sorry about that mishap, guys. First off, thank you to Shamrock and everybody for having us here on this presentation. I got to say, Andy's box has kind of wowed me. I was highly impressed with that. That was pretty darn cool. So hard to follow that. We're gonna give it a try here. So yeah, 50 retail brands. You can see this page here. Some of our big ones to highlight out of this would be probably like Otterbox, Swig, Brewmate drinkware, Toomey bags, New Era headwear, and Sunbum. Some others have been probably our top ones. But like I said, there's a lot more to come from us when it comes to name brands. We have a big sustainability push, so a lot of recycled items, and you'll see that throughout our product selection. Our pet made out of recycled water bottles, stuff made out of recycled apple skin journals, you name it. So sustainability is important to you and your customers. We have a lot of items to fit that category. See here. Yeah.
Yep.
Flip on that there. I don't know if that'll play or not. Probably
yeah,
not.
It's going. Oh no.
Did it play? No. That's all right. We don't really. That's all good there. So our big thing is we're kind of like an Amazon. We got a little bit of everything when it comes to the hard goods. All different price points. So if you're looking to give mass giveaways that are for a mailing, we have those kind of items. If you're looking to give the higher end stuff, we have that as well. You'll see that throughout the thing. We've noticed, ever since 2020, there's more items been geared towards the home. So a lot of home goods are really popular right now. A lot of the bamboo is great. This here's a diffuser, some of the candles for the holiday get-togethers and so forth. And then maybe someone's traveling for, say you're having a company meeting or you're having a company getaway for the end of the year. We have all those kind of items for those needs. And then holiday hosting. So these are kind of neat. So we have a great selection of charcuterie boards, cutting boards, you name it, and we can put together the kits for you. So we have full capability to, we can get some food items, and we can do packaging as well, and take the hard goods right there. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop. We can print everything, package it, and get it to where it needs to go. And then we do have the capability to make not as cool as boxes as Andy's, but we can do the slim down version, mailer boxes as well. And then some food gift offerings here. And this is Bien's. This is one of the name brand chocolates that we do. It's a woman-owned business, very well known for the higher end chocolates, and just a great offering for this time of the year. And then name brand bags. So Toomey is probably one of our higher end. It's a well-known retail brand out there. Just a
great stuff.
Great time of the year. Yeah, it's phenomenal. So great time of year. Definitely, push that brand and you give that to someone, they're really going to appreciate that gift for sure, and remember it for years to come. And then Troubadour is another one. They're close to like a Toomey. Maybe it's not quite. Maybe it's a little bit lower price point, but the quality is phenomenal. They're a B Corp. Just another bag that's going to put a big impression on your person that's receiving the item. And then we teamed up with Cutter and Buck. So anybody that knows golf, sports world period, Cutter Buck is a big name out there. So we teamed up with them. We did a line of bags when it comes to backpacks, duffel bags, cooler bags, just some all around good items that are going to have that Cutter and Buck brand associated with them. And it's just a great offering there. You can see here some more golf items as well, golf towels. Yeah. Yep. And then here's my favorite. So, we have our location in Cincinnati, Ohio. That first off, that's just a great shipping point. It's a lot of it's 1 to 2 days across the country. West Coast is still maybe 3 to 4. But for the most part, just really, really good shipping point. And we have brewmate right in house there. Inventories there. We have laser machines dedicated just to the drinkware for brewmate. So it's real quick turns. Your 5 to 7 working days to get those personalized brewmates out. But I mean, if anybody here knows brewmate, they know how great of a product line they are. They have a great retail or social media presence. And they're in retail stores like Myers and Target. Their big thing is innovation and tech. So the big, spill proof is their big claim to fame. You can lock the lids. It's easy to clean. Lids come off. Everything's dishwasher safe. But yeah, just once you see brewmate, they're kind of second to none. And it's not just because I sell it. Once I started using it and saw the ease and how good a quality it was, it really sold me as well. So, there's a few style here, shows you how every piece can come out and be cleaned. You don't have to worry about anything, getting moldy or not getting clean and whatnot. So these are just fabulous pieces. So our top sellers are the 30 and 40 ounce eras, which if people knows brewmate, they'll know those ones for sure. And these are some of the new styles that they just come out with silicone bottoms, so they're not clanging or denting and so forth. But all stock is in house, and like I said, it's quick turns. And then there's some cool little smaller items we can do. Your 40 ounce ice molds. So you can use them for ice, or maybe you can make some Jello shots for the holidays. Kind of a cool one there in the shape of an Intrepid. And yeah, just, we can do our acrylic custom cut shaped ornaments. So it's kind of sky's the limit on that one. And those will be USA made. So a lot of cool offerings there. Some more drinkware. If you're giving out to the masses and you need a little bit of a lower price point, these are great as well. We can do 1 to full color, same kind of turn time as the Brewmates. And then our new one's coming out. It's our pop, straw, sip, and chug. So real cool one there. We're excited about that. And then blankets. So that's one that's really popular this time of year. We have a great offering there. We can get it with a cap, or you can put a Brewmate in there with the blanket. Kind of sky's the limit on that. Our electronics. So we have everything from this one here is a karaoke machine, kind of one that was great for us last year. Company get-togethers. Everybody wants to grab a mic and have some fun. Family gatherings. But just one that surprised me how well received it was and how great it sold. So. But we also have a full line of electronics, everything from power banks to, phone cords, you name it. A lot of name brands within those, Love Handle, Magtech cases, pop socket, all that as well. And then Kanga coolers. So this is a newer one for us. This is great. You can go to the store, your 12 pack, and slide it right in, and keeps it cold right away. And then headwear. So, we're big into headwear. You can see I wear a hat. We saw tons of hats, and our big retail brand is Brandon Bills. A lot of people probably have heard of Brandon Bills. Just an awesome cap, kind of like a dry fit, sweat resistant. Some of them are buoyant and can float. We can embroider, do patches, transfers. You kind of let your Shamrock representative know what kind of decoration you want, and we can help them take it from there. And if you want to get kind of crazy and cool, we have some stock designs we can do for, like an ugly sweater. You can go all over. They're dye sub. These ones take about 2 to 3 weeks to produce, but sky's the limit on that one, and very, very a lot of fun when it comes to those. And then we do have some made in the USA. So coffees. This one here, you can design the whole coffee bag itself. Bloom. This is a great one here. You can give a gift, like wildflower seeds or a flower for over the winter months, a house plant, all made in the USA, kind of a cool one. And then also we have our amenities like lip balm and everything. We make them right there in house. And lastly, a few more USA made ones. And then, I got in. He had that cool coffin. I got a cool little reflective trick or treat bag. So this is one. This is crazy. When this slide came out, there was 230,000 on the shelf, and we're down to about, I want to say 25,000 bags. So it's one where we sell close to, I think one year we sold over 500,000, close to 1 million of these bags. So it's crazy. There's still time to get the orders in for these. We can do one color imprints within 3 days. We have them at both locations, Ohio and Florida. So depending on your shipping point, we can make that quick turn happen for you if you still try to get something before Halloween there.
Awesome stuff. Hey, so I know that you and I work together on some of this stuff. So let's say we have accounts that are in Canada, and how can you help us in regards to us, like avoiding going through that painful process of duties and taxes and things like that?
Yeah, so we put out a process internally, and it can be seen on our website. So we do door-to-door pricing. So it's the Shamrock representative can get on our website, and that price will include the goods, the shipping, duties, taxes, everything. So it makes it super easy for everybody to know what the final price will be. And it's worked really well this year.
That's great. I mean, our presence and our account bases are growing up in Canada. So we know that what a challenge it is for them to do business up there. So that's a huge help for us.
Yes.
Okay, so what is your top selling category? And is it tech or drinkware and bags? And what does Santa have on his list of favorites as the gift to give this year?
Yeah, so the big thing right now is bags is number one. Number two is drinkware. Number three would be electronics. So I think the big thing, and I should have had the slide on there. I knew I was cut on time. We have over 8,000 SKUs, so it's hard for me to sometimes narrow down, and I always forget something. But we have like the Weekender duffel bags. Those are probably top of the list for the bags. They have a nice carry-on. They got the caddy. You can slide on your carry-on bag. to get to the airport easily. Drop out bottoms for shoes and whatnot. So that's a fabulous one there. And then drinkware, of course, I got to keep saying Brewmate. They're winning it. Once people receive those orders, we've had them for about 3-4 years now, and I have a lot of customers that reorder every year for Brewmate. So that's
awesome.
That's probably on top list. And then electronic wise, the MagTech chargers that stick on the back of the phone are selling great. And we have everything from 10,000 mAh that would give you a 2 charge to your phone per 1 charge to the bank. 5,000 mAh, which is like a 1 charge to 1 charge. But yeah, it depends on your price point there. But those are going to be real hot going into the Christmas season. And then I think lastly, probably blankets.
Okay.
It's a great place to, great real estate, I should say. Same thing with like the phone banks. People are always on the phone, so they can see that logo out there. And then, the blankets, it gets that home real estate where people are using it and they remember, who gave it to them and so forth. So blankets are a great one.
Awesome. Again, giving you a little shout out here. I know that when we rely on you guys to put together storyboards and virtuals and things like that, specs, I mean, you guys are always top of the list and in front in line. So we appreciate that support. So if anybody is looking for the ideas and things like that, we can certainly call on Tyler and his group to get you what you need, or just at least the ideas, and get that stuff flowing. So that's awesome.
Yep.
So Tyler, I really appreciate the support today and seeing you. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you guys. Yep.
Awesome. All right, so that concludes our event for today. I want to thank our co-hosts and our loyal clients for joining us today. We'll be drawing the chat winners later this week, and we will be in contact with you via email if you're a winner. So please let us know between now and the end of the year if there's any topics that you want us to bring to you for the 2026 season of virtual events, because that we're going to be starting to work on that pretty soon. So please feel free to give us your 2 cents, because we want to make sure that these are relevant and people want to join them. So again, I want to thank you for attending. I want to wish you a happy and safe holiday season. Cheers.